Welcome everybody to the XoneBros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox community. It has been another fantastic week in the world of gaming. Jordan the Man, Assassin's Creed, still have the same opinion of it last week. Pretty decent game.
Yeah.
Pretty crappy publisher.
Yeah. I wouldn't give it anything higher than B-, and that's being like if you're a hardcore Assassin's Creed fan, that's what.
Because I watched you play more of it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is good. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's all you can really say about
and
it.
that's
No, it's just it's who said it that actually made it real. Oh, it was Asmongold. Actually, I was watching one of his videos. He says they do the things that don't matter really well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's, I actually think that's a fair criticism. So like the graphics,
Fantastic.
top tier.
I mean, I do think graphics matter, though.
Well, you could have the most beautiful game in the world and it can suck, but you can also have that witch brew game that is
But to me,
yeah.
that Witchbrook
Yeah.
is beautiful, too. Like, it's just a different kind of beauty.
Yeah. Well, and same with yeah, okay. Yeah. I've heard that before. Yeah. So,
That's fair.
No,
I've heard that basically.
Oh, you know,
the deeper you get into it, like,
you know who said it really well?
it's okay. It just never.
Well,
it
it
doesn't
just-
match Assassin's Creed. It's not Assassin's Creed.
Well,
2
no.
or 3,
So what
basically.
happens is basically,
I've heard it's aggressively mediocre.
yeah, that's
a
yeah.
really good.
Cool
That's
Carnage?
like the best. No, it was
Legendary drop.
Legendary Drops that it was aggressively mid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause it's
Aggressively
not-
mediocre.
I said this last week. If you gave it a 10 out of 10, you are the pro woke ideology, and you didn't like you probably didn't play the game, and you're just giving it a 10 out of 10 because you stand on that line. If you gave it a 1 out of 10, you're the anti woke ideology, and you're just trying to stand on like
you either want it to succeed or fail based off of another agenda.
The actual game is that was the best way, aggressively mid. So the world is really beautiful. The graphics are really beautiful. The design of the world is super cool.
Fighting looks cool.
Fighting's incredibly
Smooth.
stale and easy.
Oh yeah.
So
But could it be smooth and stale?
yeah, I mean it's really smooth, and the guy you fight at level 1 is literally does the same thing at level 20, 40 and beyond, at level 20, like nothing ever changes. So the parts that I think hold it back, honestly, is just the typical Ubisoft design. Like, for example, yes, they got rid of a ton of the bloat that was in Valhalla,
Yeah.
which I'm incredibly grateful for. But the way you level up your skills in this game is you're required to go do collection stuff. You go to a castle, you collect 3 scrolls, you get a knowledge point, and then you go to another castle, you collect 3 skulls, you get a knowledge point.
It's just tedious.
Yeah. And then when you want to do like high value target castles, you go to a fortified castle, you kill 5 samurai, you find the chest, which is in the exact same spot in every castle, and then you go to the other castle, you kill 5 samurai, you get the chest that's in the exact same
You
spot.
know what they- you know what they
it's
should
just
do?
typical Ubisoft design. Yes, there's not as much of it,
Yeah.
but it's still tied to
It's almost
like leveling up is tied to going in. Let me go
Do you
collect 3
think-
scrolls over here.
Here's the thing, because do you think that we just it's a tried and true model for Ubisoft, and we've just outgrown it? Like, we've evolved past it. Like, the first Assassin's Creeds, like, maybe we're looking back on them fondly, but if we were to play them back today, they wouldn't be much better. Maybe you prefer the story, perhaps.
Yeah.
But maybe at the time, that model was like, oh, man, that gaming loop was maybe more novel.
But just like everything else, I mean, look at Halo Combat Evolved changed a lot of things for first person shooters, but Halo 3 was better because it took that stuff and improved it. Look at Monster Hunter Wilds. So Monster Hunter Wilds, I think, has way smoother and better combat than World.
Yeah.
And it's not that World was bad. It's just they're just improving it. They just, I think they're held back by their design. I will give them credit in the World. I do think them diving really into the story, I think, is cool, and I hope they continue to do that. The problem is the story is just kind of eh.
Yeah.
So like they have a lot of these cutscenes.
So it's like a refocus to a story that you appreciate, but the story is not taken off for you.
No. There's one scene that I thought they did really well, and but other than that, it was so. There's a scene when the two protagonists meet each other and they kind of go through this little, I don't know if you want to call it argument, but it's how they essentially become friends.
Okay.
And I thought that part was done really well.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of points in the story, and I guess you can almost argue that for when the protagonists meet each other. But there's one part I actually did earlier today where this guy, so you meet, like, you have henchmen, right? And you're doing a main mission, and one of your henchmen, before he becomes your henchman, like, you know, he's being introduced to you, like, comes into this, like, he pops in and he just stabs this one guy, and it ends up being the wrong target. And then the two protagonists are like, and this target that was accidentally stabbed was actually helping you get the actual target. So he gets stabbed, and your protagonists are like, he shouldn't have been standing there. And then, like, it's just that there's weird dialogue and weird interactions sometimes that just don't seem to fit.
The only reason I bring that up is it looks like Ubisoft, because they've been in some financial troubles. Yeah. Assassin's Creed, kind of has to land for them. But they may have avoided those financial troubles. They did ink a deal with Tencent. What they did was they basically packaged some of their IPs together, Assassin's Creed being one of those, moved them into a subsidiary, essentially, basically started a new company for them, and Tencent has a stake in that company. So they don't have all of Ubisoft; they have this, like, portfolio of games.
Yeah,
kind of a smart move on Ubisoft's part. We're gonna see. I saw the.
That sounds like the starting of the housing crash of 2008.
Well, no, it's just. I mean, it's
when you start packaging all these things together and putting them in weird.
No, it happened. I think that's what Microsoft was looking at. Hey, we just want a few select IPs.
We don't want all of you guys.
Company. In fact, I saw there was a news story this week that the PlayStation 5 guy came out and said Xbox should not buy Ubisoft. It's way too big. Like, it's way too unwieldy. There's too much there. Basically,
the risk department's kicking in saying.
Basically, everyone else seems to be saying Ubisoft is mismanaged and needs to button things up here. And maybe they will. Maybe with these investments, they'll get things together. And it does seem like. So do you think? Okay. Before we move on here, do you think this is a step in the right direction for Assassin's Creed?
No.
Really? No, not at all.
No. Well, it's hard to say because I like that they took a bunch of crap out, but the crap that's in there.
So some things are moving in the right direction, some moves aren't.
The biggest thing for me is, okay, positives. I like the world. They always nail that. I really like that they're focusing on story, even though the story is not like the greatest story. I like that they're focusing on it, flashbacks, cutscenes. It's a lot more story driven.
Yeah.
I think they're really, at least for me, I don't like the dual protagonists because...
That's always a risky move.
Yeah, because you have Nawe. Nawe's the shinobi girl, and she is Assassin's Creed. She is your Assassin's Creed character.
He's the tank. Here he is as the tank.
She is your Assassin's Creed character.
I will say, though, he has cool freaking, like...
Armor?
No, like death blows.
Yeah. So
chopping people's arms off.
She's your assassin, right? Like, she doesn't have, like, huge attacks, although once you start to level her up, she does start to get, like, better attacks, better assassinations. She's the one that can parkour everywhere and explore the map and all this fun stuff. She is your... main Assassin's Creed character. Then you switch over to Yasuke. The problem with Yasuke is he's a tank. He's literally just a tank that runs through doors and he swipes his sword and people die. That is all he is good for. He cannot climb a picket fence. I have seen fat, out of shape people on scooters climb a picket fence that he cannot climb. It's so incredibly frustrating. You cannot play 50% of the game when you're playing as Yasuke. Because he's the slow tank that kills everyone. I get what they're going for. One is like a sneaky person, and one is like the run out there and just kill people. But so this is what ends up happening. You play, at least for me, I'm playing Nawe, doing all the exploration stuff, starting all the missions, and then when I need to kill someone, I switch to Yasuke. I run to the guy, I cut his head off in like 3 blows, and then I just run away and switch back to Nawe. Because with Yasuke, what's frustrating is he literally cannot do 50 to 60% of the content. Like, do you know that guy is up there? Do you know how hard it was to get Yasuke up there?
Yeah.
Like on the Eagle Tower. There's just places he can't go. It's really to me it's slightly frustrating.
Well, I mean, but at the same time, do you have to play him?
No. But if you want to kill someone incredibly quickly and efficiently, then you switch to him.
Yeah.
So it's not really a choice. I mean, it is a choice. You can choose to play him as or not, but like because he has so much health and he can just he's a tank. Mm-hmm. Like you go fight the boss with him, you're not going to fight it with her. Like efficiently. I mean, someone's going to in the chat disagree with me. Oh, I play with Noe and I kill all the tanks. Yeah, but Yasuke kills them faster and better. Yeah. Like it's just. I
do want to shout out everybody in chat. We have a few people here for the first time, and a few people here that have been here in a long time. Welcome back, everybody. Mel Weezy, I believe, here's first time live. Welcome, Mel Weezy. Happy Mayo is in the house. Happy Mayo is actually at Disneyland, Disney World. Oh no, he's Hollywood Studios in Orlando. That's crazy. And watching the XoneBros. We made it to Orlando, baby.
One more thing about the two characters. They tried in one of the missions, well, there's a couple missions, but they tried to do like a Grand Theft Auto style approach, Grand Theft Auto 5 style approach. What they do is you play part of the mission as Yasuke, and then you switch to another part of the mission and play as Nawe. The reason it worked in Grand Theft Auto is because one part of the mission you were flying a helicopter, the other part of the mission you were the sniper, the other part of the mission you were rappelling down a building with a machine gun shooting all the bad guys.
So there's variety.
It was very varied gameplay. Yeah. In their missions, Yasuke runs up, he attacks and kills 3 people, he breaks the door, then you switch to Nawe. Because the game is so incredibly easy, you don't have to fight anybody. You just run all the way to her target point and unlock the door because you're the shinobi, so you have to go get the key. And it's uncreative, and I think that's what holds the game back. And that's why it's just it's just mid. Yeah, it's just
TJ Ship Shooting says I'm biased because I'm the target audience for this game and I love it. He says I'm so obsessed into the loop of doing those mundane activities, but I love exploring and seeing new stuff in a region.
In a new region.
In a
like
new
Japan.
region. Yeah.
Well, see, and that's my issue. I mean, that's great that you're enjoying that, but my issue is exploring in a new region, it's the same thing over and over again. So, like, if I explore to yes, there are, like, little caves and boat and different, like, nooks you can go through, but the problem with that is when you go there and grab it, you get either a painting for your hideout, which I personally don't care about, or you get a crazy legendary item that is completely useless 20 minutes down the road because you get a common item that outranks it. That's another issue I have with how they do their legendary items and stuff. But exploring a new zone, to me, it just feels like the old zone because you're just going, okay, here's some Eagle Towers. Here's one castle to get my knowledge points. And then let's go do another exact same castle and then another exact same castle. And now we're collecting scrolls again. I feel like if you play 15 hours of the game, you've experienced the entirety of what that game has to offer you. Or 10 hours for that. It's not bad. There's parts to have fun, but
you've been playing it all week.
Yeah, because
what else is there?
Yeah, no, there's a few other things, but no, that's just I give it a C+ as a game. Is my grade. I think it's all right.
Let's talk about games on PlayStation 5 and the store, PlayStation 5 store. Remember the criticism from everyone: Xbox has no games. Xbox games are not as good as PlayStation 5. No, it comes to find out that they just had different games. And now Indiana Jones, Xbox first-party studio, over on PlayStation 5 is number 1 in the pre-order store. We've got Forza Horizon coming in at number 2. You also have Doom. Now, Doom is kind of an unfair one because Doom was always going to be multi-platform. So regardless, it is a Microsoft first-party studio. Halo Horizon, to me, of the 3. Forza Horizon. I've got Halo on the break. Chat was talking about Halo going to Nintendo Switch. Forza Horizon 5, I think, after the initial push of Indiana Jones, I think Indiana Jones is going to do really well on PlayStation. But Forza Horizon 5 long-term is gonna have staying power in the same way as Sea of Thieves does, but more. I think it's going to be top 5 for months after it launches. So Indiana Jones launches early April, then afterwards Forza Horizon 5 drops like a week later. And so pre-orders, there are 3 of them, all on the top list right now.
I think there's 5 in the top 12.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
There could be, and with the amount of games that Xbox is pushing out at their speed, with the amount of studios that they have, You could foresee at the end of the year even more. Where's Call of Duty? So Call of Duty would be one of the other ones in that top 12, right? Rumor is Starfield is going to be launching over on PlayStation. Can I say about Starfield as well? I'm going to be very interested to see what the review numbers are when it drops on PlayStation. And is it higher than Xbox? And I bet you it is.
Yeah, but I think you're right. It could be due to that, what you're implying. But at the same time, it's also after DLCs and after polishing and after
they're actually getting the best version of this game.
They are. They're getting the best version of the game.
But you could foresee a time like at the end of the year, you could foresee a majority of the top 10 games on PlayStation could very well be, or at least a plurality, could very well be Xbox first-party studio games.
Which is funny.
It is funny. And also, I don't see the criticism that I once saw. Xbox has kind of proven themselves in their strategy at this point. At least at this point. In long term, we'll see. But up till now, it's going to be hard to see. Like, nobody's saying, oh, yeah, Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation is a terrible idea. I don't think so. It's the number 2 pre-ordered game, and the number 1 is Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And both of those things are one giant advertisement for Game Pass.
It's true. However, I would say the counter argument to that is less hardware trust. I don't know how else I would put it. A lot of people will be, or not a lot of people, there is an argument to say that why get an Xbox when you can get everything on a PlayStation? Which is not true, but you know, that's...
I mean, it kind of is true, but you have to pay $70 per pop. Think about this. Think about Forza Horizon 5. Xbox is making or getting people to pay $70 for a 5-year-old game.
And it's, and that's very... It's a smart move by Xbox, for sure. But that would be... I mean, because there is less hardware trust involved. I don't know how else to put it. It is kind of like, oh, that sucks.
Can I blow your mind real quick?
I would love for you to blow my mind.
So this week, a image leaked of Xbox UI, a mock-up of Xbox UI, that once it was seen, Microsoft took it back. And on that was Xbox UI, and you could sort your games, and there was all these labels at the top. And one of those labels was Steam.
Yeah, it was a big deal, like, because people were basically saying, like, oh, you can play PlayStation games on Xbox, and they don't need to make a deal with them.
If that is the case, and rumor is, it looks like that's going to be the place. We talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago. The next Xbox is this hybrid Windows Xbox system. It does seem to be, a lot of people are reporting that Steam and Xbox have a partnership. It does seem that you're going to be able to have your Steam library on your Xbox, and if that is the case, PlayStation does not have a choice.
That's not necessarily true. I get where you're going with that, but you have Steam on Macs, on Apple devices, that you cannot play those games on Mac. So it could be the same thing here. Yes, it might be a Steam an Xbox Steam, software that only enables certain games because of the hardware.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out when the handheld drops later this year. Because if you're able to play it on that, then that's how we'll know.
That would be funny because Xbox is a direct Xbox. That's why it's called the direct. So I could see the compatibility is far higher than a Mac would be, like your MacBook, because I have Steam on that, and I have like 10% of my library available to me on that platform.
That's because freaking Steam. Well, and then the games that are available.
You don't play them.
They don't work.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
This $5,000 beast can rip out a 4K video in 2 seconds, but it can't play Age of Empires on ultra low settings.
Yeah, and it could be. It could be a license block as well. PlayStation just won't allow that to be on the box, so they would say, okay, don't enable Xbox to be able to play any of those Steam games. It could be as simple as that, too.
What if they do it like how they did backwards compatibility with the 360 and the original Xbox? They basically have a virtual version of that running. What if they have a virtual version of Windows running? So how would they tell?
Well, at this point, I would think that I would expect a license issue to appear.
But how? Because if it's a hybrid Windows operating system,
how would it know?
How would it know?
Like that's the Steam argument. Would know, and it was if Steam wants to continue their relationship with Sony, then they would say, okay, we would just block these from being able to be played on the Xbox.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I think
unless you root it or do,
I think the writing is on the wall though, and you can see Xbox. It's going to be very interesting. PlayStation doesn't have to make a move because they're the number one in the console space.
Here's the thing.
But at some point, they're going to have to make a move, and what do? Because you can see the direction. Xbox, Steam's coming out with its own PC operating system, just built for gaming only. That's going to be very interesting. Windows is moving very gaming centric with what they're doing with Xbox as well. That's going to be very interesting. The walled gardens are and if there's a partnership between Steam and Xbox, those walled gardens are down. Do you alienate yourself with PlayStation when everybody else can play wherever they want, whenever they want, however they want, except for PlayStation games?
And is it worth like I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. What would you call it? A PR? Like you would look bad.
Sony doesn't care, man. Do you remember Helldivers? They just don't care. If it's they're gonna block that in any country they want, just because that's what they
maybe they'll let you play it on the Xbox if you sign up for a PSN account.
Maybe. I'm just saying that's a possibility that yes, you can get Steam on Xbox, but that PlayStation will be like, nope, not our games, not on that device. I mean, you can't even get Alan Wake anymore.
I would
because
wonder
of music licensing issues. And
I would wonder if Steam would do something similar to how they have the Steam Deck. Because obviously, when you download a game on Steam, you adjust your PC settings to play that game. So if you were to download a Steam game through the next Xbox, would it be giving you the PC version? So all the graphics are just like you would have to go in and just, you know what I mean? Like what version would you be getting? Whereas Steam has a Steam Deck verified, so they know it works properly on the Steam Deck.
That's what I'm saying. I think the library will be limited, and it's easy enough for PlayStation to voice their concerns and say limit these games on that device.
I wonder if they'll have like a tag like the Steam Deck verified, like a Xbox verified game, and they'll give you the console version of it or whatever. Anyway, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, but the idea is pretty fascinating that you could theoretically legally have PlayStation games on your Xbox by playing through Steam.
Yeah,
that's fascinating.
It's fascinating. Yeah, I mean, and you can see that to me kind of opens up this whole new world and proves. And you can see why Xbox is just going to continue to push forward, move forward, and that might be what beats Sony in the end. Like this move that Sony's put in this position that they can't avoid. Adapt and evolve or die.
Yeah, but
it happens fast. Remember, Sega, we had the best console at the time, the Dreamcast. 1 year later, gone. Publisher only.
True. But did Sega own everything like play? Yeah, there is similarities, but they have to fall pretty hard. Sony has to fall really far to get to that spot. And they're doing a great job. I mean,
but it all adds up over time. So, for instance, one of the main complaints is look at all the Xbox games coming. Where's the PlayStation games?
I mean, they need is like 3 more Concords, and then they're done.
Yeah, they can Ubisoft it. Mel Weezy has an interesting question. I wonder if they will consolidate Xbox achievements and Steve achievements.
That's a good question. To be honest, I'm okay if they're separate.
You could have different scores, though. I mean, it would still count.
Maybe your profile will show like an S next to your Steam achievements or something.
It would be a separate thing. I think it would damage the integrity if they combine.
Yeah, because I know doesn't Steam do? I mean, I'm not super into it. Well, I mean, but don't they do like sometimes you get like trading cards for certain achievements, and they have like a whole kind of system there. So yeah.
I think you could probably have a symbol appear if that's what they're going to do. Then there has to be a true partnership between Steam and Xbox, which you would assume is going to take place anyways. But I don't think you could ever combine any form of achievements and maintain the integrity that those achievements have.
I don't see why Steam wouldn't want this because it puts their platform to more people.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah,
And I would assume basically what I think is going to happen is you're going to log into the Steam app and it's going to pull up an actual app where you launch your games from. So you're like in the Steam ecosystem when you launch the app.
Thing is, Steam. I'm very interested in Steam's operating system. Like, what is that?
It'll probably look like I feel like I'm Mr. Negative today. I don't care for it, but the freaking big mode, that Steam has, like, it is
disable
terrible.
that feature.
It's terrible.
I hate that feature.
Hopefully they don't just carry that over because freaking the Steam big mode or what is it? It's
full screen
full
mode?
screen. Yeah, it's just like ugh.
What do they call it? Do they call it theater mode? Is that what it's called?
I thought it was called big mode or something. No,
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's terrible,
when
isn't it?
You're like, oh my gosh, get this off.
Yeah, it's terrible. Now that being said, I haven't used it in like 2 or 3 years, so maybe
The
it's
big
better.
mode?
Yeah, big or but
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It launches in a few months.
Wait, it does? I thought it was a rumor.
No, Valve is set to unleash the full fat version of SteamOS to the masses in just a few months after a couple of years in the incubator through the Steam Deck.
Are they using big mode with that word fat in there? I wonder if they're going to use big mode.
Wait, say that again. So what article are you? Do you have up?
This is xdadevelopers.com. SteamOS has gone from Steam's big picture mode.
Oh gosh, I hate that. That's what it's called. Yeah,
with a Linux distro taped on the back to a compelling destination for PC gamers across both handhelds and desktop. But Valve's work isn't done. They're just talking about this article is actually titled 6 Upgrades SteamOS Needs to Dethrone Windows.
To dethrone Windows?
Yeah. So let's see.
So this is for like a Steam operating system?
Yeah, it's dropping.
So Steam is dropping. So SteamOS basically.
Yep.
Okay. So they're dropping, and it's based on Linux. Is that what I got from what you just said on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is designed for a living room experience and focuses on gaming with the user interface optimized for controller use and provides access to the full Steam ecosystem. It allows users to install and play Steam games, and it's also an open Linux platform that lets users install new software or content.
Well, I think that's because Windows isn't made for the living room. That's why you have the Xbox operating system.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is maybe we get that. Maybe that UI was this partnership with Steam OS. Hey, we can put that on the Xbox. You want to try that out on the Xbox? Maybe we get that sooner over there. Maybe that wall garden is broken sooner than we think. That would be interesting. Because if you think about it, if Xbox has a new UI that they're playing with, that's just a software update.
Yeah. I mean, just a software
That's
update.
easy. That's just Control-C, Control-V, right? I mean, Nintendo had Bluetooth there that they lied to us about. Maybe Xbox has some.
They never
has some
lied.
stuff.
They just left that out. And that's funny. That'll be an interesting to see how much market share SteamOS has.
And so that's where I think what is Sony going to do? Again, let me preface this. Sony is winning the current console wars. We get it, but the console wars kind of don't matter anymore.
Another thing we don't know, maybe Steam is putting this app on Sony's platforms too. You know what I mean? Maybe they're putting it everywhere they can. Because I think it does benefit Steam to get more people.
And that's
if you're buying from Steam, they get the cut from the games, and it just puts people in their ecosystem.
Hold on, let me Google it. Steam Xbox partnership and see what comes up.
Because think about it, Steam is in the same boat as Microsoft. They could care less what you play on. They just want you in Steam.
Yeah, well, now they're going to care that they want you on the Steam OS.
Yeah, well, if it's not freaking picture mode,
that's really fascinating.
It sounds like this Steam OS is like it's built for consoles specifically because it's for like a living room experience.
One of the arguments I have against that is, does that now for a Steam OS? I can argue that my PC needs to be work friendly, so I can, be like, okay, it's so expensive because it's a gaming rig, but I can also do work on it, so it makes sense. You can't do that with a Steam OS.
Well, the Steam OS doesn't seem like they're trying to replace Windows. It sounds like they're specifically targeting a gaming-focused living room experience.
So I don't think that's
and OS might be
mainstream.
OS might be. I don't know.
That's a niche move.
Is it actually an operating system, or is it just a change to big picture mode to make it more friendly for?
No, it's a full-blown operating system.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think that's a mainstream move. I don't think they can compete with like an actual Windows or Mac.
I mean, the Steam Deck is the PC handheld to beat at the moment. So that's step one.
But you're not doing Excel spreadsheets and all that stuff on Steam Deck.
That's what I would say. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's like the argument I have with buying a nice gaming rig. Is it's for work, quote unquote, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think you can spend the kind of money on that hardware and have it just be a gaming device. Does that make sense?
There's a lot of people that would, though.
There is, but that makes what I'm saying is the market share is going to be far smaller.
But also, though, if you have a, you don't need a dedicated gaming operating system enables you to take greater advantage of a $400 PC.
Well, at that point, just get a console that has Xbox and Steam on it. Like that's what consoles
the world we're going
are.
to, though.
We're in a full circle here.
That's exactly. I think that's the point. It's going to be this infinite loop. That's the next generation of gaming. This infinite loop.
Because consoles are just your budget PCs.
Here is the mock-up, by the way. That was on Windows website. So just type in Xbox Steam.
Okay. We'll pull it up so people can see that.
But they show everything. So they show a laptop, which looks like a MacBook. They show an iPad, a phone. They show a handheld device, ROG Ally, and then they show the TV. And
what am I searching? I'm sorry.
Go. So if you just Google it,
I did,
and then go to news.
Is it Xbox Steam or Windows Steam?
Go to Xbox Steam. Yeah.
Oh.
And then go to news, and then go down to the one I'm on is.
Here I can.
Any of those will have the image though.
Okay.
Yeah, pulls mock-up. There, that's it right there.
Here, that way people can see what we're seeing.
So here's the mock-up. You can see they've got every way to play there. And then they've got the TV, they've got the Xbox Series X and X. And up top, you see those little pills? So the pills is what the one it's highlighted on is recently added, then installed, owned, Game Pass, Steam. Which is really interesting. So the fifth one over is Steam.
Yeah, right there.
Once this was, so The Verge, Tom Warren over at The Verge first saw this and then reached out to Microsoft about it, and Xbox immediately pulled it down once they realized it was out there. Interesting, though. We're about to enter a whole new world.
Do you think something like this is like a mistake or a calculated leak?
It's.
Are they?
So it's not a mistake in the like they weren't just playing around with this to see what it would look like.
Or do you think they're just like, hey, Gabe, watch this?
No, it's not a mistake. It's it's a mistake in the fact that maybe they have the wrong image there, and this is supposed to go out later. But I think it's a real mock-up of what's coming.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying is, I don't think the Steam there is a mistake. Obviously, it's there.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
What I'm saying is, do you think like this image, like, hey, let's show it, and then as soon as people start talking about it, then they take it down to create,
No,
because I think most people are genuinely positive about, whoa, hey, Steam on the Xbox, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
And that's the same people who are really angry about like consumer-friendly practices.
Well, look at what Xbox did. I mean, Xbox kind of has a history of this. Discord is kind of a direct threat to Xbox's ecosystem in the respect that what made Xbox so good is chat, voice chat. Hey, we have you built in. It's the ease of use. Why would they let Discord in there? And they were the first to do it because they don't care. They just want you in there playing. I mean, it benefits them to have you access their ecosystem in multiple ways.
There was no way not to do it. You had to put Discord in there because if you're going for what they're going for, which is a cross-save, cross-platform, cross-play,
co-op,
you have to. Discord is the only thing that can talk. Like, you can be on your phone, your PC, and me on the Xbox. We all can jump into a Discord channel and talk. Like,
I'm super bullish on Discord, by the way. Discord opened up an SDK. Their SDK 10 days ago announced it for developers to use their platform directly inside games. You don't have to be signed into Discord in order to use it, in order to use group chat, friend chat, voice channels, the whole shot. I think that opens up this whole new... I think Discord is about to become social media for gamers. I mean, it already is, but I think even a greater extent. You can also, by the way, Marvel Rivals is kind of taking the first step towards that, and I'm starting. I was like, why? Why are they doing this? It doesn't make sense. Why are they incentivizing Discord? They don't really need it. But Discord has a newer feature as well, where you can sell directly inside Discord microtransactions.
Wait, what? Say that again.
So, your Marvel Rivals, for instance, and you have these skins that you want to sell or currency in your game. You can technically do that directly inside of Discord as a storefront.
Discord will just take a cut.
Think about how many people sit at work all day on Discord and just chat.
Yeah.
And then you have a pop-up. Hey, we've got a new sale. Oh,
No,
yeah.
if it pops up, I'm uninstalling.
Yeah, I'll pick that up. Discord already has pop-ups. In fact, let's see if one drops.
I can mute it.
Well, but it's not obtrusive. It's not intrusive. That's the word.
Yeah, don't they have like the quest system and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's right here in the lower.
It is
the lower left.
Oh,
There's currently no questing going on.
Certainly no pop-up for me. But
Yeah, they have been popping up for me, but I X before I even read what it is. I have
Just out of principle.
out of principle.
We did get a super chat from the one and only Mel Weezy, $4.99. Huge shout out and thank you, Mel Weezy. Appreciate it. What Xbox game, he asked, will be announced for the Nintendo Switch 2 next week? That is the question. Xbox game, Hi-Fi Rush. Is Hi-Fi Rush already over there? Hi-Fi Rush is already over there.
Yeah, it is. And that was like 2 years ago. That was actually a big. That
kicked off the kerfuffles.
that kicked off the outrage, the professional outrage.
Yeah, remember when they did that and we completely lost the Japanese market?
Could you do? Is Forza going to Nintendo? Forza Horizon 5?
I don't know. Are you searching?
Yeah, I'm searching right now. That is one of the rumors that maybe that's what one thing. Yeah, leakers claim Forza Horizon 5 is coming to the Nintendo Switch. That could be it. I could see that one making sense since it just went.
I like how it says leakers confirm.
Leaker claims.
Oh, I thought you said leakers confirm.
I thought he said
I was
leakers
like, that's
confirm.
kind
I
of
might
a funny.
have read it that way.
A funny
I might have
leakers
read that.
confirm.
The leakers confirm the rumor.
That's a good way to say it.
Leakers.
The leakers have confirmed that it's coming.
Which is fake news.
I guarantee you something Xbox is going to the Nintendo Switch too. Probably, I mean, because the hardware is there. So like,
Well,
that's why I'm saying like a Forza.
Yeah, don't we already know that? Well, didn't Phil Spencer say that Xbox will support the Switch 2 or something like that?
Xbox games.
Yeah, whatever,
What is bigger for Xbox? Okay, if Xbox struck a deal, what would you take? Xbox, if you're the head of Xbox, Xbox strikes a deal with PlayStation to get 3 of their biggest games on Xbox on Game Pass, or you strike a deal with Nintendo to get
Nintendo
3 of their
100%.
biggest.
Nintendo.
Yeah, I agree because it's a different audience.
And there's a lot of Nintendos out there.
Yeah, it's a different audience. Remember when there was a Nintendo podcast when we first started that we listened to, and so we had like some guest Nintendo podcasters on, and we are like, they're just nice guys.
Yeah, they were.
The Nintendo
Like,
world
when you're tired
is
of
outside the console war space, and it's just nice people.
when you're tired of the internet, just go watch some like Animal Crossing YouTubers. Like it's just, just nice.
Are there Animal Crossing
Oh
YouTubers?
yeah,
Because
like Splatoon YouTubers,
I
just
really
general
think-
Nintendo YouTubers.
I really think that there's actually not, because Nintendo gets that content taken down.
Nintendo crushes their content.
I'm
dude.
pretty sure that they're
Well, and-
non-existent.
Like when you watch a Nintendo YouTuber, like you could tell they're genuinely happy in life.
Mel Weezy says Nintendo Bros. Remember we did the Nintendo Bros.
Yeah.
We had like how many episodes? We had like 23 episodes.
Oh,
The
really?
Nintendo Bros.
Went
Fun
that far?
fact.
I didn't know it went that far.
That's funny. That's a blast from the past.
There are.
Yeah, no, yeah, I've watched them. They're just fun people.
Let's do a Nintendo
Like
IP.
if you watch
Oh
a
no, you
Nintendo.
can. Some of the biggest YouTubers out there are like Mario Maker 2, for instance.
You watch a Nintendo YouTuber, and even when bad stuff's going on, they're just happy. You watch like an Xbox or a PlayStation YouTuber, it's all doom and gloom.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
Nintendo's just a happy
Or-
place.
It's doom and gloom, or they're like fighting with some other YouTuber. Do the Nintendo YouTubers even fight?
I don't know. Maybe
There's
they
like
do.
serious drama.
Yeah, that we don't know.
Queen Bee 72.
We just don't know. There's
Yeah, we just
serious
don't know,
drama,
yeah.
though.
We're not in that world.
That's too funny. Another update though that is coming is a Minecraft visual update. Vibrant Visuals is what it's called. It basically brings...
Didn't they say this before, like 6 years ago?
No, that was 4K.
They did, and then they didn't do it.
But that was the super duper graphics update.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, but that was changing kind of the whole feel. This doesn't change the style of Minecraft. It's the same style. Basically, you're just getting advanced lighting effects and like water shimmers.
That's exactly advanced lighting effects was what they were saying.
No, but it changed.
No, it did change the look.
It did change the look of it to like this advanced look. It looks the same. It's just there's this nuance to it. It's pretty cool actually. Vibrant Visuals, yeah. So they're wait, how long is that one? That one.
Let's go to this one.
Just the comparison video.
Yeah. Let's
Vibrant Visuals.
8 minutes. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
so
that does look different.
So see Shadow. There's the two of them.
Yeah, it's just things are like just
Shadow, like
nicer
leaves
looking.
have shadow, waters have reflections. There's isometric fog in it. Yeah, Minecraft is a powerhouse. So any of these updates.
Wait, which one? I have one on the left.
The one on the right's the new stuff.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. See the shadows of the light right there. There you go.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. See, just know.
that is
I
like-
think
it
that's
just-
a
it just
smarter
kinda-
way to do it. See
it's-
on the ground the
it
reflection.
smooths things
There's
out
the
a
reflection
little
on
bit.
the water versus wait for it, reflection gone.
Yeah, it just kind of smooths things out a little bit is all.
I like the word nuanced. Gives
Okay.
me nuance. Golden hue, a glow versus just that. I think it's a smart update.
I wonder how many like active Minecraft players there are.
A lot.
Oh, it's
yeah,
up there.
like because Minecraft is just like it's never going away.
No, it's my kids all know Minecraft.
Yeah.
They all use Minecraft. The schools use Minecraft.
We're gonna go see. My
teach.
kids want to go see the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, I think it's gonna suck.
Well, it's something to do.
Did you see though that Snow White is the lowest ranked movie rating of all time already? Want to talk about companies that mess stuff up? And this isn't even companies. This is the actress, dude. Like all you got to do is show up for your movie. You can have your opinions, but just show up. Apparently, the director went to her house flew from LA to New York to scold her. They canceled all their premieres and everything.
Yeah, well,
all
that's how
'cause-
you knew it was bad. Like someone
Whoa.
knew something.
Yeah, here's the thing.
I mean, I think
There's so many layers of things that you can learn from not to do
Not to do, yeah.
on that launch.
On that
there are
launch?
so many.
So hubris.
There's just
Hubris.
all over the map.
Hubris is a big issue. I think we'll look back at this time. Like, look, I think that looks really good.
Yeah.
I think we'll look back at this time and it will just be known as the dark time. and we're getting back. We're gonna get back to fantastic movies again.
I sure hope so, because I have lost a lot of faith in many IPs that I have enjoyed throughout my childhood and my adult life, and I have now no desire to see many of them anymore ever again.
What do you think of the new Superman trailer?
I'm actually kind of excited for a new Superman movie.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? You want to throw it up here? Real
Nah,
quick?
we'll get taken down, and I
Yeah,
hate
it's
dealing with
WB.
that. I hate dealing with that stuff.
That will be fine.
Or is it DC?
You always
Is it
say
DC?
that.
It will be fine. I'll monitor it here.
Nah,
Come on,
I'm not going to
I
do
don't
it.
really
We'll
wanna
watch it at
about
the.
Yeah.
We'll watch it later. Just tell me about it, scene by
boring.
scene.
Nah, I can't describe it.
So there's this
Crypto's
guy.
in it.
Oh, okay.
I don't. The thing is I really liked Henry Cavill as Superman. This is like young Superman.
Well, and
He has
James,
like a younger feel.
James Gunn is doing it, so I'm slightly worried.
That's going to be Avenger-like.
Well, no, that it's going to be like Guardians of the Galaxy.
humorous. Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Well,
I will say who they cast correctly though. Lois Lane. Finally,
really?
we got to just look up Lois Lane, new Superman. You can just look that up.
He's right. You can
Yeah.
just look that up.
You can just look it up.
Just do it. Just
Do
look
it.
it up. All right. Lois Lane, Superman. Lois Lane, Superman.
2025.
Should I add 2025 to this?
Yeah, you have to,
'Cause
because we
it's
got-
very that's very generic. Say images.
And go to like her in the movie. Let's see, in the preview.
That's her in the preview over by Screen Rant.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna switch this on so we can all see what's going on here. So that's her.
Yeah, finally get someone with black hair. I had nothing against Amy Adams, but I never saw her as Lois Lane. Oh, go down those images of her like looking over her shoulder. Yeah, that's Lois Lane. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lois.
Thank you for
that's great.
casting Lois Lane correctly.
That's great.
Yeah, why didn't they just dye Amy Adams' hair? I guess you really don't need to. You know,
I don't know.
I actually enjoy Amy Adams. I think she's a good actress.
You're an Amy Adams enjoyer.
I'm an Amy Adams enjoyer. Yeah,
She's a good apple.
yeah. I enjoy her movies.
Well,
I think she's a good actress.
Yeah. Wasn't she? Was it Enchanted?
She was. Yeah.
By the way,
that was a fun one.
by the way,
actually.
everybody, NCAA Football 25 is on Game Pass now, so make sure you go check that out.
Isn't it actually just called college football now?
It's called College Football 25. Is it College Football?
Yeah, because the NCAA
that's right. It's
doesn't
College Football
wanna-
25. Do it, baby. Go get it.
Do it now.
It's a fantastic game. All right. Oh, also, they're not making a Harry Potter sequel. Did you guys see that?
What? It did well.
They were planned it to do DLCs. The WB canceled it today.
Oh, I thought you meant like the movies.
The game. And let me... Harry
So you're telling
Potter game.
This is what you're telling me.
I thought it did very well.
It did.
Outside
it
of
records.
the
You're telling
award shows.
You're telling me that WB
Doesn't want to make money?
sucked a ginormous one with
What?
with Injustice or that Justice League game. And then the one game that made them money, the only game that made them money for the entire year, they said, "Hey, why don't we suck another big one and cancel a potential sequel for the game
No,
that
sorry,
made us
not
money?"
a sequel. It's DLC and the expansion that was planned.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't care about that.
I do.
No.
You don't
Nah,
care about
that's all
that?
right. No, focus on the sequel. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Is there a sequel? Is there a sequel coming?
Yeah, there is a sequel.
WB,
coming.
I take it back. You did not suck the big one.
Oh, there you go.
today.
Cooper in chat says, yeah, they only canceled the DLC. Reckon they'll use that for the next game. That's
Yeah.
probably exactly what they're going to do.
I do take it back. They did not suck the big one today.
That's probably a smart move to not worry about the DLC.
Yeah. The game they just came out with the.
Did you beat the game, Jordan?
No.
Maybe I'll go through and
They did
beat
just come out with the what's it called? It was on the PC mod, like a mod thing on the PC that a lot of people are having fun with. All the content that was like exclusive for PlayStation is now everywhere. Yeah, the game has a lot of content already.
Let it cook. As
Yeah,
they
just
say.
let it go.
Let it cook.
Focus on the next one. Yeah, you scared me for a minute. Like I thought WB was gonna like that's Ubisoft
And
levels
it's the
of stupid.
studio. It's the local studio here that did Avalanche.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if WB made that decision, that's like Ubisoft levels of stupid.
Oh, here we go. They said it. Sorry, that's what I get for reading headlines. The cancellation comes out of Warner Brothers' concern that the amount of content planned for the expansion wasn't enough to justify its asking price. Despite the cancellation of the expansion, Hogwarts Legacy developer Avalanche Software is still reported to be working on a sequel.
Now I heard rumors that it was going to be like a multiplayer style game. I don't know,
I don't think I want. Well, maybe because I will say.
like running
Okay,
around.
hold on.
Basically, Harry Potter, like a Harry Potter MMO.
Harry Potter MMO. It would be a freaking cool thing.
Yeah,
It's
Can
a
I-
big risk to do any MMO, to be real.
I actually
Yeah,
think
it is true. I think the MMO genre is dead. GTA
Well-
Online is the new MMO.
Mm,
I've held that.
no, you
that view
have,
for a
and,
while.
and I'm slow.
And you know I'm correct.
I'm slowly coming around to it in the respect that I think newer, like I don't know if we'll ever get a World of Warcraft.
Nope.
You know,
The grind. Nobody
Like if, you
wants
know-
the grind. Nobody wants to grind to 90
I mean, I shouldn't say that.
to
Maybe
just get to end game.
maybe
content.
I mean we do have MMOs that come out, not, but I think
I think they all eat each other. I think it's the same
maybe.
audience.
But the reason I'm slowly, I'm not saying you're 100% right,
Oh,
but
I'm
the
right.
reason I'm slowly coming
We're gonna see
around to
with
this
GTA
idea
6.
is because I think the MMO, the new style of MMO is like Destiny, co-op with solo experiences.
Yeah.
Like because I've been
do
playing.
you consider Destiny an MMO?
Mm-hmm.
You could throw it in that category, but the thing with Destiny has raids that you can't necessarily do. So I mean, I guess you could do them solo, but
But I mean, World of Warcraft was that way for a while.
But you get what I'm saying. Like Destiny, I think is your modern day MMO, like where you can go and play the story by yourself or matchmake with whatever, but you still have these. Look at the new. I've been jumping into Monster Hunter Wilds. I know I'm a little late to the game here, 2 weeks, but which by the way, you guys should get that game.
I hear it's fantastic.
Yeah, what made me.
And they took away the tutorials.
Well,
Everybody's told me you'll like this because they skipped that whole tutorial zone.
what?
Yeah, they just jump you. You can just go right into it. You don't have to do all the reading and talking to people in town before you go out.
You didn't have to in the other one. It was just smart to do that because they had so many things.
I mean, you can skip the pop-up tutorials, but you still have to play through the campaign, which is like the tutorial.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
Okay.
Remember on the one that we got that was ported over from the Nintendo Switch?
Rise?
Rise. And you had a freaking pop-up tutorial everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
No,
It still makes me mad.
But what Monster Hunter World is doing, like they came out with this update where they have this basically big new social space, and that's like that feels like the new MMO, you know, like a game that you could play solo, but you can go to social spaces, you can queue up with friends, you know what I mean?
So is all that you need in an MMO to make a MMO? So, like, for instance, let's take a game. What is a game that we could... Okay, if Marvel Rivals had a social space, it would technically be an MMO then.
Well, I mean, technically, by the definition, Marvel Rivals is an MMO. It's a massively multiplayer online
So all you
game.
need two things for MMO power. Social space, player housing.
No, Jordan, it's only 12 players in one thing. Massive multiplayer online is you're running through Elwyn Forest and you see...
Yeah, but then Destiny's not an MMO.
It is because, like, the you can be in the Cosmodrome and people are doing stuff, and you know, it's just at a much smaller scale. Grand Theft Auto, same thing. You have how many people in that world at once? 16, 24, whatever the server limit is.
Yeah.
It's just at a smaller scale. I don't think MMOs are dead.
I want to address Cooper in chat. Cooper in chat. This is not our Warren Cooper from Aussie. This is a new Cooper who says Xbox titles are... Actually, can I read it in the voice that I picture him in right now? Is this his voice? Cooper's voice. Xbox titles topping the charts on PS5 doesn't really matter when nobody is buying Xbox consoles anymore. People just play them elsewhere now. No, that's wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, the Xbox titles topping the charts on PS5 does matter for a few reasons. Number one, Xbox. So what? PlayStation has 75 million consoles. Xbox now has 75 million potential, or is it 75 or 71? It's something. Xbox now has 71 million potential customers, clearly, by the topping of the charts. Number two, it's potential Game Pass subscribers. That's what this is. It's one giant commercial for Game Pass. So that's 71 million, or whatever, my number could be wrong, whatever, of PlayStation owners topping the charts on these games. Sure, they'll buy Forza Horizon 5. It's in the number 2 spot. Oh my goodness, I see why this game is amazing and raving about it. Guess what happens when Xbox releases Forza Horizon 6? And it drops day one on Game Pass. Oh, I could wait 6 months to a year and pay $70 on PlayStation, or I could go get it on Game Pass for $17.99 a month, along with all these other games. If you don't see that, it's because you refuse to. Def Leppard says, ponies don't buy PlayStation games, but buy Xbox games. I mean, kind of right now, yeah. Anyways, there you go, Cooper. Thank you for your comment. Thank you, not thank you.
Not Warren Cooper, to be clear.
Yeah, Warren Cooper's the man. We'll call him Snobby Cooper because that was my snobby voice. Anyways, yeah, I just disagree with that logic. I think that logic is incorrect. We still have Lois Lane up over there. Cooper should change his username. What were we talking about?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, you just saw
MMOs.
that.
You just attacked that guy like it was awesome.
Yeah, MMOs.
I have stories about David attacking people in chat that I knew personally, which is really funny.
Yeah.
There's some good stories.
Yeah, you never know when it's just gonna set him off.
What about man?
Can we tell that story?
No.
Yeah, we can.
I don't know if I should.
We could be just very generic. I'll tell it in a very generic way.
Well, the generic way is you insulted one of Mark's
Someone came in.
Neighbors and
someone came in to chat and said something like that was kind of rude. And it was when we did pre-shows. It was back in the day when we did pre-shows.
Not only did you insult him as many times as you can, you permabanned him.
No, I didn't permaband him because I unbanned him. But I on YouTube, it's only like he's typing into chat still, not realizing that we can't see his comment. It ended up being Mark's neighbor.
Yeah.
And someone who
someone
who has social disabilities.
Yeah,
that
and I'm
misread.
trying to befriend this and work and help this person.
That
And
I
David
misread.
just chews into him.
that I misread and unloaded on him.
Well, and it was something like,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know what sets you off because I remember it being like,
It just depends on the time of
Yeah,
day.
like,
it
it's
just depends on
like-
the day. It depends on the week
"Hey,
I've
man,
had.
you have a bad week?" Yeah, there's one of those
And
comments.
then you
Like,
can actually, if you watch the VOD, and I won't tell you what video this is, you'll have to watch all 500 episodes of our show to try to find it. But you can see my face just drop. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to talk to the family, figure things out
Because I think I actually insulted him.
as hard as you could.
Because it wasn't just
and
like
then you ban him. And
it wasn't just like responding to his comment. I
it really is like
I made fun
what
of him.
sets you off. That'd be like a good, I don't know, like some sort of
few things. Okay, I have a few things. Elitism.
Okay, yeah,
Elitists?
yeah, I agree.
Elitists set me off. Elitist attitude. Correcting my spelling set me off every time.
meanwhile, you do
That
it.
is a form of elitism.
I do it back to people
You
because I know
correct
how much I
punctua-
hate it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
get
correct
bro.
punctuation all the time.
Yeah. Especially when someone's trying to insult you and you're like, I think you meant to say, and you respell the word for them.
Because they're like, they're so
in our
mad, they're
text
typing
messages,
hard.
I'm actually going to do that to get you to respond.
What else sets me up? That's basically it. I don't really
And
have
what's funny is both of those are elitism. Like
our elitist moves.
elitism. Yeah, that's funny. No, that was such a funny, like looking back, that is so fun. I'm working with this person and trying to help them in life and all this stuff. And I mentioned, the show because this person is interested in gaming and stuff like that. He comes in and just starts chatting. Yeah, I mean, he has social disabilities. That's
Yeah, he literally
If he wants to
I
get on
kind
the
of felt
internet,
bad afterwards.
if he wants to get on the internet, that's what's out there.
fairness.
What's funny is, David, I recall you saying, I don't even feel bad about this during the show.
Well, I didn't know until afterwards. It was after we locked on.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking,
You told me
my
the
gosh.
situation. I think I was like, "Hey, asshole, don't come into this chat." It was like that kind of tone. Hey, buddy.
That was pretty funny. I actually still have a good relationship with this person.
I've
so
become-
They
yeah.
actually had no idea.
Hence,
But it terrified me because of the situation.
underlining the issue right there. But also, it's because the way YouTube does ban, if we hide you from chat,
It's
when
shadow.
we ban you from chat, it's just, you can still type. Nobody sees it though.
Yeah. They shadow ban you, so you don't know that you're banned, but you're banned. Pretty funny.
Soul Finder, it would be funny if X1 banned some of his cousins from the YouTube show just to show them a lesson. I've been banned.
I actually
Me
like,
too, because of me.
I've been banned from one of Spicy's brothers for something Spicy said. I was just in the conversation.
That
You were,
one.
you were just there.
That was like I was like that was AOE damage.
That's totally what that was.
I actually like thinking about it over the past years. I actually think that when you're banned in YouTube, it should tell you, like in chat,
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
because I think it's a life lesson.
Well, I actually
it's
think
like being a jerk and then getting smacked in the face.
I actually think in live chat you can't type. I think in comments you can hide user from channel, and that's where they're leaving comments on your video, but no one's seeing them.
No, in if you were to ban someone in chat, they can still type. We just don't see it.
Jump in.
He's going to ban you.
Jump in. Let's
Can
try it.
you ban Jordan if he's... Are
Yeah,
you
just-
a mod?
Is Jordan a mod?
I am, but you can just take it away and ban me.
I'll do it
and
right
then,
now.
And then,
Okay.
No, and then don't
Here we go.
read.
Okay, this is
and then
for.
don't redo it.
This is a
This is
trick.
for
This is a
tests.
trap, Jordan.
I do want to shout out T-Bucks. Welcome to Tier 1 status. You're renewed as Tier 1 status. T-Bucks, thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. +5 blast radius when putting people on blast. Exactly.
Okay, here. Let me
Okay,
type
here we
so
go.
you
Let me
can
go to
get
live
a
chat.
ban. Let me
go.
make sure I'm live chat because I actually think Top Chat is the dumbest freaking thing in the world. By the way,
It
Top
is.
Chat makes no sense. It probably makes sense if you've got thousands of chatters.
No, it doesn't make a sense even with that. Doesn't. It's just dumb.
Yeah, 'cause
it
it's
gives
not
you
like
less
top-
control.
'cause
You
it's
give-
not like top
all right, I
comments.
have given us a profane,
Xbox and Live. Okay.
so you can now ban me.
Oh yeah,
for this.
ban that. Ban him. Get rid of that guy.
Okay, remove.
Remove as
That
moderator.
Jordan the man saying Xbox is lame. He's a tool.
And then
Get
here,
rid
let
of
me
him.
wait. When you remove me,
now
let me
make
see the
another
change.
comment. Yep. I've removed him as an audio. That's warning.
You should say, just kidding.
That's normal. Oh, look at that gray.
Yeah, there we go.
How
Another
depressing.
just double downing on
How depressing.
ban the bastard.
Wait, did you ban him?
No, he
here we go.
unmodded me.
Oh.
Okay, so now he bans me.
Banned.
Okay, yeah, he totally. Oh, and now his chat is no longer in chat according to ours.
But does it show up on your side, or does it just go into the netherworld? Does it show?
He just
So
posted.
I just saw it, but you're not going to see it. Yeah.
It shows that he posted
Yeah.
on his account.
It's 'cause-
Oh no, those are your past ones. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so
it's
So wait, if I unban
it's because
you, does it?
YouTube has to, hey, we're all friends. No, we're not. Like, I want to know how bad a video is disliked.
Now,
and I think you should be told when you're banned.
Now,
Can you unban me, by the way?
no, he can't.
Here, hold on.
It was permanent. Permid. Sorry, I was just kidding.
There you go. You're back. What are you typing in?
Say he's giving his apology. Just send something. Okay.
Sorry about my previous comments. I enjoy Xbox. He's back. There you go. Now you guys know how. Now we all know how YouTube chat works.
That's why this
Oh,
person
it
didn't
did give
realize.
me a notification. I'm a moderator.
Yeah, that's why you didn't realize.
That's because he was probably still.
Which in that situation, I guess it worked out. But I'm going to be honest. I really like the thing that got big on Twitch for a while, the ban appeals content.
Oh, yeah.
They
That's
would
still
pull up-
big.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
YouTube should do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to see some ban appeals. Like,
Yeah. Why not?
let chat decide. Hey, should we unban this guy or is he gone forever?
Yeah.
No, I think you're right, Jordan. I think it's nice to be hit in the face sometimes because then you go,
Yeah,
huh,
it's life.
wow, maybe I was being a jerk.
Like, if you're an idiot, you should be told you're an idiot.
I think that's I agree with that.
And-
maybe I shouldn't do that next time. Type thing.
I don't think they ever will. But now that we're on the topic, they should bring back the dislike button.
100% yes. That is more of a not necessarily important for the content creator, but for me, looking through videos, I can instantly tell that it's not going to have the information I'm looking for.
And you know what it was is I'm blaming news stations.
Oh yeah.
News stations were like, YouTube, they're saying they don't like our videos.
Yeah.
And YouTube's like, don't worry.
Because that was right around
Don't
the time where
worry.
YouTube was promoting
Don't worry,
the
random news
mainstream
station.
channels instead of instead
Don't
of
worry,
other.
news station that everybody knows exactly who you are. We'll make it so
But also
you can't.
Wait, what's this?
I don't know. I don't long term now. I don't really have a problem with it being gone. I don't miss it.
The thumbs up, thumbs down?
I'll hit thumbs up on videos that I like, and I just don't hit anything on videos.
No, but
but-
it's nice. It's nice to see like
For like general
validation purposes. Like,
for general viewership, that's fine. But when you're actively trying to find solutions to problems,
yeah.
you can't tell if the video without 20 seconds of investment time, you can't tell if it's actual usable information. Like if I'm searching for how to switch or how to sharpen lawnmower blades just randomly, I can't tell which of the top 20 will actually be useful to me.
Oh, 'cause you can't see
because
those,
I click all those.
Because if you click on the video, you just go to the first
And-
comment to see.
Well, that's extra time,
Yeah,
and
it's
you
extra
don't
time.
know because YouTube now is not giving you the most recent their comment section has a weird algorithm on how it even works.
I also.
But if it's 5% liked video on how to sharpen, I know instantly that that's not the video I'm looking for. It's a waste of time. Whereas if you have it's a full bar of thumbs up, then instantly know that this is how I need to find my information. It's very useful to us.
I also think that public shaming is an incredible tool in the world that helps people.
Like in Game of Thrones. Shame.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No,
And
yeah.
being forced to walk through town naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer that.
yeah. That's it.
Depending on who it is. Yeah. Shame.
Dong. Dong.
The thing is, though, AI is kind of destroying search engines.
No, I think
Like on YouTube.
search engines have destroyed search engines, but AI is improving. Like it's just a better product.
It's way better product, yeah. But like even on YouTube, I never go there to search how to anymore. I go to AI, and then it will give me the relevant YouTubes on the side. And you know what else is nice? It just pops up within the AI app. Like so, it doesn't even do that on Google. On Google, it takes you into YouTube. Well, obviously because They want you on YouTube, but it just pops up in. So it's going to change content creation going forward when that becomes like we're still way early adopters to stuff like that. So imagine in the future, how does YouTube account for new search habits?
Yeah, search engines have the last decade been terrible. Now we're finally actually getting a respect of my time when I'm searching for stuff.
Respect of time, yeah.
Thank you. Like it's been as soon as people figured out how search engines work.
But won't they figure out how AI works, and then in 20 years we'll have the exact same problem all over again?
Yeah, but AI, it's like sure,
but AI,
sure the T800 can't theoretically beat the T1000.
Yeah.
Also, isn't the fatal flaw of AI?
But Arnold Schwarzenegger still wins. You get what I'm saying?
Isn't the fatal flaw of AI is it's bound to its creator, basically?
What do you mean?
Like for example, Google had issues with AI because of what was programmed into that AI.
How it trained? Oh, for sure. Yeah. That's why when you're training all that stuff, it's important to have a
that's why what has slowly become so at my job we use AI all the time for everything. And increasingly, and you can tell what AI is doing the best because we have everyone is using like different AI. Like some AI is really good at writing, some AI is really good at coding, some AI is really good at visuals. And at any given one time, whatever most people are using, and it shifts. It kind of like shifts always because new updates. The one that is consistently getting better and better, and I think right now is the best one, is Grok. Grok crushes it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it crushes it because it allows everything.
Because it's learning from everything.
Yeah, there was, who was it?
And it's in real time. One of the disadvantages of the other search engines is it's not. Since Twitter is so instant, it's pulling from there first, and so you're getting everything instant. Like it's crazy. We're moving into a crazy future.
Mm-hmm. Well,
of Grok. Hey, you. Oh,
I think it's coming right in time because everyone under, I'm going to offend a lot of people, everyone under the age of 17, they're so, okay, sorry if you're under 17, and there are exceptions to this, but they are very dumb. They have gotten so dumb.
But have they, or are we just the old men now?
No. They have gotten so dumb that I think AI is coming right in time to fill the gaps.
Well, think though, our kids, like my daughter, we busted out a Blu-ray like 6 months ago when I was on my Blu-ray kick of putting it in my Xbox and seeing how much better uncompressed audio is and video. And she was like, what is that? Like imagine as a kid growing up, being able to access any movie, any show at any time, whenever you wanted. My kids, how they interact we have the Alexa, the screen Alexa in our house. They're interacting with it every day. They're playing games with it. They're looking at Pokemon cards all the time that they want to buy and just browsing it. They're asking questions. What's the most powerful Pokemon? How do we beat this Pokemon? And like going back and forth. It's insane.
They're spelling out Pokemon to Alexa, and then Alexa tells them how it's pronounced.
Yeah. It's like imagine that.
That's what I'm saying.
So
it's coming just in time.
Yeah, Melwizzy has a good question. So you guys think Grok is better than ChatGPT? It depends on what you're doing. General search, Grok is better than ChatGPT. Image creation, Grok is better than ChatGPT. ChatGPT is very good. What I utilize ChatGPT for is to automate tasks. So you can create bots, your own bot inside ChatGPT, and say, when I give you this link, for instance, do X, Y, and Z with this link, and then pop me out, bullet points, a specific format, a specific title, and it automates it for you. That is where ChatGPT is at its best.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So talking about like how your kids growing up, do you think our generation, like if you're born in the 80s or 90s?
I think we're the lost generation.
No, but I'm saying, do you think our generation, or like if you're born in 80s or 90s, have seen the most innovation in the world?
Oh, 100%.
Like we went from internet not existing
70s in there too.
To now we just pull up YouTube.
70s, 80s, 90s,
Yeah.
aughts, 10s, 20s.
Yeah, I agree.
I was just wondering. I didn't,
because our kids don't know pre-smartphone era.
But like, if you look at innovation everywhere, though, like look at medical innovation from 80s to now.
Well, yeah, that's why I include 70s, because in the 70s you didn't have microwaves.
Man, that must have sucked. No hot pockets.
My kids will never know a landline. My kids will never know, may I ask who's calling? Like etiquette that you learn as a kid from answering the family phone.
I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever thanked your AI for the work it's done for you?
Oh, yeah, all the time. I'm very polite to my AI. I get mad at it, too.
It's, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I will caps lock, no, this is not what I asked for. I have to re-explain myself.
find that when I thank my AI, it actually compliments me back, and I have always thanked it from here on out because it makes me feel so good because it says, wow, thank you so much for that compliment. And by the way, what you just said is a really good take on such and such. And it's like, oh, yeah, okay. It feels great. You should thank your AI.
I'm polite. I'm like, please give me please look up. R51 Gaming says the things we have today are the things we dreamed of as kids and all we do is complain about them. It's true. It's true. Although I do look at movies or TV shows where there's no phones, like just back in like the 80s, for instance, or the early 2000s, and you're like, there's no cell phones. They didn't exist then. And I'm a little bit envious of that.
What is like the next generation that saw as much innovation as we did?
The Industrial Revolution.
World War I to World War II?
The Industrial Revolution time period. Going from farm to city, going from horse and buggy to cars.
Going from the town is just dark to having street lights
everywhere.
Yeah. Well, even if you think of like, again, our growing up, we went from like only gas vehicles to now a purely electric vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like every industry has evolved so much since when we were born.
Yeah. But we also
every industry across the board.
But we were also educated to where we know how many states are in the United States, like Chat was saying. You know, like there's something happening to young people.
Information is at your fingertips.
I mean, who knows? We might get a couple expansions in the coming years.
But when information's so readily available at your fingertips, there's no need to know stuff. Just look it up.
AI is right on time. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, look, David, you went from like no technology to your computer telling you it was bedtime 8 minutes ago.
Yeah, see, it is bedtime. Yeah. It's past my bedtime.
I noticed that popped up. It was like this big thing. Yeah. Sleep.
Sleep now.
Sleep now.
I go now. I like have on my wrist tracking
your heart
rate. Tracks my cycles.
Your monthly cycles?
My monthly cycles. How insane is that? Jeremy Zimmerman, and then we'll get out of here. How many people have you guys banned in chat? Not that many, actually. When we were streaming regularly, a lot of people got banned.
Only my friends.
Only people.
Only Spicy.
Only the ones that make me uncomfortable.
You gotta realize, if someone likes Spicy, there's probably something wrong with them. So we
ban them right away. Just get them out. Just get them out.
Jeremy Zimmerman says, I use Copilot a lot, but I love Grok. Yeah, Grok is really good. I've used Copilot as well. A lot of people at work use Perplexity. Perplexity is my favorite. I use Perplexity more than any other chat out there.
As a search for information tool, I think it's the best.
Yeah, it's very, very.
But I mean, ChatGPT, I enjoy I think it does a really good job at responding to my emails for me.
Oh yeah,
that's like that right there has changed my life.
Yeah,
I just go look at this email thread. Can you respond, please?
Well,
and I copy the email thread, and it does it. I was like, that's exactly what I wanted to say. It's great.
Yeah. Well, wait till you get into AI agents. That will blow your mind.
Well, that's just taking like all the specialized. It's like the brain of all the specialized things.
It's turning it into a human with a personality, basically, and then telling it to automatically do stuff for you. And you know what they have all defaulted to? Trying to make lots of money. Like when they let them loose, that's like the first thing they try to do. Is make lots of money.
All right, like an experiment. What are they doing in the wild?
That does us, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us. We do have an after show coming here where we hang out with you guys for 15 minutes. So everybody that's a member, don't go anywhere. We will be back with the after show, in which maybe we'll watch the Superman trailer.
And get the we could, because it'll kick us off. Why do they do that? Why do you have like a trailer?
I've done a few reaction videos on my channel. I don't understand how these reaction channels exist. Everyone is hammering you for copyright instantly. Yeah. Everyone. It doesn't matter.
It's stupid.
We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.